Hello traders, this is your swing trading stock watch list for the week of September 6th. Not a lot on the list this week. Again, we are in a decline on the overall indexes currently. You can check out the current market health lookout via this link. So not a lot that we're seeing. We need this correction. I think it's good because it's going to set up more patterns going forward. But right now, as most stocks are in free fall, we're just not seeing a lot. So when I am taking trades right now, we know the conditions aren't great. So I'm really limiting the amount of capital. I don't want a lot of capital exposed right now. September 5th is a holiday in the US and Canada, so no stock trading on that day. These are the criteria that I have used for creating the list. 137 stocks met the criteria in the US, 27 stocks on the Canadian side, and then they got manually filtered down to these. So let's start with the one Canadian, CJ.TO, Cardinal Energy. And we can see we're starting to form a nice contraction here, just not quite ready to go yet. So we had a possible one here where we started to consolidate, but we didn't break out the top of it. So now we need to wait for a move back up and another consolidation. Where are my lines? Right about there. Let's move on. CYTK. This one looking pretty good. It's a little bit on the shorter side. We're just coming up to a month. But we do need this to consolidate, so we can see the nice contraction. First drop, second drop, quite a bit smaller. We've moved right back up and looking for a consolidation to give us our trigger. In phase. Been strong recently, and we can see we're just starting to contract, so we need a move back up. Move back up and a contraction there, or sorry, a consolidation up here. And then a breakout after that. Let's look at Jack. Same sort of thing. First drop, second drop a bit smaller, so we can see we are contracting in. And this just ideally moves up a little bit more, and we get that consolidation, and then we're looking for the breakout of that consolidation. Same thing here, Mercer. We've been chopping sideways for a while, since the beginning of August, but I'm mostly looking at this pattern here. We had the first drop. We've oscillated around a bit, so even if this pulls back, this would still be a smaller drop than this first one. But ultimately, no matter where this drop ends up, we need to move back to the upside and form a contraction, and then of course we're waiting for the breakout from that consolidation. So pull back, moves here, chop sideways for a few days, and then that's our trigger. So we're waiting for the price to break out of that consolidation. Stop loss goes below. All these details are covered in the contraction article or the cup and handle pattern article. MMYT. Same thing here. A little bit on the shorter side, this pattern has been going on for too long. Started on August 12th. That was our first drop. I'm recording this on September 3rd, so we're a little bit under a month. But this looks a little bit immature to me in the sense that we've had one drop. We've chopped around, so I'm not quite convinced we have a drop. And ideally, I'd want to see this really tighten up here into a nice consolidation. So moving sideways for a few days in a tight range, kind of more like this price action like what we had here. These are pretty big price bars, pretty loose. So this tightening up, which is going to take at least another few days, gets us out to this contraction being at least a month long. That would appeal to me more. So not super appealing to me at the moment. Needs to tighten up a little bit more. XEN. And this one overall looking pretty nice, just needs to consolidate right here where we are. We've had the first drop, a second drop, moved up, and just looking for that little consolidation trigger to form. So those are all pretty nice. if you haven't checked it out, I created a best swing trading watch list. This is just really high momentum stocks. You can just see stocks that have been really strong in the last few months, and can look for strategies related to what I'll nickname the Tater strategy or trend ATR strategy. And it's similar to a moving average, but a little bit different. This line is based on the average true range, and so it follows price based on its overall volatility. And you can see I've been posting on Twitter some of these that are getting pretty close to triggering, and then also some that triggered recently. So Calm was a nice one, doing well so far. And we can see it just had it flipped our signal from red pullback zone to green trending zone, and it's had a nice run up since then. So those are things you can watch out for too in this environment, just adding a few more trading ideas using this strategy as well. So this watch list based on contraction and cup and handle patterns, and I will be adding some more details on the Tater strategy. So I outlined the basics in the article here, but you can also check it out in the Complete Method Stock Swing Trading course, which you can access on the side here. And that's going to have more details, more things to look for, answers to common questions, etc. So that will be covered in the course. And I'm going to try to get that in this weekend, so you can check that out. That's the weekend of September 3rd, 4th, 5th. And so that'll be in there for you who are members of the Complete Swing Trading course. So until next time, happy trading and stay safe out there. Market conditions are still a little iffy.